What's up, world? Coach Brian Hurst here at Fuel House Gym in Seattle, Washington with another edition of our Practice of the Day recap. After you've spent 5 to 7, maybe up to 10 minutes loosening up your body, stretching any mobility stuff that you need, we're going into movement prep. 3 movements, 3 rounds. First one here, we've got step ups, whether you have a box or an elevated surface that you can step onto. We have got a tempo here today, so we are going to explode up. Feel that lockout at the top, quads are on, glutes are tight. Then we're going to lower for a 3 count. Boom, reset for 1, drive back up, own that lockout, and then slowly lower for 3. After 8 on each leg, we are going into 8 to 12 push-ups, whether those are from the floor or if you want to use that elevated surface for our push-up as well, so that we're maintaining that full plank from our shoulders, hips, and heels. Come in. Boom. After 8 to 12, make sure that those are quality push-ups, right? So if you're really having to fight for those last reps or a couple reps, arching the low back, anything like that, just stick with how many good quality reps you can get. Then we're going into a low walk. Ideally, we're going to do 10 paces forward, backwards, and reverse. Forward, backward, right, and left. So we're going into a nice deep squat as low as we can. Walk forward, stay low, shuffle, back to back, side to side, right to left for 10 paces in each direction. After those 3 rounds, we're getting into strength. So strength here, we're going into a hollow hold alternating press. So I'm going to get the weights on my thighs. That way I can sit back with the load. Now I'm going to press my low back into the floor, squeeze my legs together, reach long, squeeze my butt. I prefer keeping one weight overhead. If you want to bring them down by your sides, any low back pain, you can bring one leg up. And then we're going to sit up with the weight as well. After 10 and 10 per side, we're going into 10 hip thrusts. So our hip thrusts, we want that elevated surface here, whether it be a box or maybe a wall ball if you have one at home. We're going to get our shoulder blades in contact with the surface, and we're going to drive our hips high, feel those glutes on at the top, and make sure we're using that nice spinal alignment. So my gaze is up at the top, and then towards the horizon on the bottom. 4, 10 reps there. Then we will be elevating our feet, whether you have a plate or maybe using your dumbbells for some feet elevated glute bridges. If you don't have anything, maybe a stack of books or anything to elevate your heels, or if that causes any pain in your ankles or knees, feel free to keep your feet flat on the floor. After 10 reps, 3 rounds of each, we are going on to our conditioning today. Now conditioning, we are doing 4 sets, 3 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest. The way this is going to work is that we've got 3 movements for reps, and then a 4th movement for time, which is going to be approximately 60 seconds. So, first movement, we've got our box jumps. Trying to land as softly as you can and land in that squat position with your feet all the way on the surface. Find full hip extension, and then step back. If we're not doing box jumps, we've got our single leg squat to box. So I'm finding that hollow body, lowering under control till I feel that surface, plant both feet, and stand. We're either doing 8 box jumps or 4 and 4 single leg squat to box. Then we'll go on to 10 and 10 corkscrews. So here, we've got a plate or any moderate weight here. We're going to pivot down, pivot up. Any knee pain there, then we're going to come down and do some Russian twists. So we're staying nice and proud of the chest. Trying to keep those arms fairly long so that the weight is out in front of you for 10 per side. Then we'll go on to our speed skaters. We're loading up one leg, jumping out to the side for 12 and 12. If that lateral movement doesn't agree with you, we'll go single leg deadlifts, 12 per side. Then, after you've completed those 3 movements and all the reps, you've got varied ground movements for the remaining time. A couple of ground movements I would suggest, maybe some crawls. You can do maybe more push-ups if you're into it, more hollow holds, any plank variation, or my favorite ground movement is a Turkish get-up. You can come here to the elbow, maybe 2 or 3 times each side, or you can work all the way through a full get-up. Boom. Again, you'll do 3 minutes on, 1 minute of rest. After that, you're all done. Have a great hump day. We'll see you next time.